welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to talk about something wild, how data is totally remixing the music industry. We're going to peel back the curtain and see how algorithms and blockchains are changing literally everything, from the first few seconds of a song all the way to how artists even get paid. So let's start with this quote from producer Ryan Tedder. It nails the whole situation perfectly. Think about it. In the streaming age, when you drop a new track, you're not just up against this week's other releases. Nope. You're competing with every single song from the last 70 years, all just a click away. It's an unbelievably crowded space. To really get where music is going, first we have to understand who's been running the show for the past decade or so. Let's call it the age of the hitmaker. I mean, just look at someone like Drake. His career is practically a masterclass in modern music dominance. He's got an insane 65 nominations for the BET Awards, a huge deal in urban music. He's not just a successful artist, he's the kind of superstar who basically defines an entire era. And look, Drake isn't some kind of outlier here. He's really just the poster child for a much bigger trend. This chart tells the whole story. When you dig into the Billboard data, you find that established hitmakers, the big names, now make up a staggering 60% of all songs on the charts. That's an all-time high. The superstars are more dominant than they've ever been. But, and this is a big but, even while these superstars seem to have a tighter grip than ever, the ground is shifting under their feet. The actual rules for getting popular are being rewritten, and there's this huge conflict brewing right under the surface. And this right here is the source of all that chaos. Every single day, over 100,000 new songs are uploaded to Spotify alone. I mean, think about that. Not per month, not per week, per day. It's creating this absolute ocean of noise, and it makes it almost impossible for any one song to actually cut through. So this has kicked off this really fascinating debate, right? You've got two big ideas clashing. On one side, you have the winner-takes-all theory, which says a few megastars will just soak up all the attention. And on the other, you've got the long-tail theory, which predicted that streaming would let us all discover our own favorite niche artists, spreading the love around. So which one is it? Well, all the data, like the chart we just saw, is pointing in one very clear direction. It really seems like we're living in a winner-takes-all world. And that makes the job of a new artist trying to get noticed harder than it has ever been in history. So, if you're in the industry, what do you do about this? Well, the first tech solution is basically to fight data with more data. It's not just about discovering hits anymore. It's about using artificial intelligence to actually engineer them from the ground up. And check this out, because this is the new reality for anyone making music. A full quarter, 1 in 4 of all listeners will skip a song within the first 5 seconds. 5 seconds! In the streaming game, that first impression isn't just important, it's literally everything. This has led to a completely new and kind of wild strategy. You could call it catering to the skip. If you know you've only got 5 seconds to hook someone, you better make those 5 seconds the most effective, most attention-grabbing 5 seconds possible. And this is exactly where the AI playbook comes in. Labels are using it to build the perfect, unskippable intro. So first the AI identifies the catchiest vocal hook and tells you to put it right at the very beginning. Then it runs predictive analysis to figure out which chords and beats keep people from hitting skip. And finally, it actually matches the energy level to other big hits so the song just slides perfectly into a popular playlist. It's basically music by data science. But okay, engineering the perfect song, that's just one side of the coin. There's another huge piece of tech that's being used to solve one of the oldest, most annoying problems in music: how artists actually get paid for their work. The old royalty system is, to put it mildly, a mess. It's this tangled web of labels, publishers, and collection agencies, and they all take their cut. The result? Insane delays. We're talking artists waiting up to 2 years to get paid. And after everyone has taken their piece of the pie, the artist can be left with as little as 12 cents on the dollar that their music earned. So what's the fix? Well, there's this really cool idea called music rights tokenization. To put it simply, you use blockchain to turn the rights to a song's future earnings into a digital token. It's basically like turning a song into a stock that you can buy and sell. And the difference here is just night and day. This new model gets rid of that slow, complicated, old-school system and replaces it with one that's direct, transparent, and instant. It uses something called smart contracts, which are basically just automated agreements to send royalty payments directly to the token holders the second a song gets streamed. No middlemen, no waiting. Now, this is what's so revolutionary about it. It completely changes the relationship between an artist and their fans. You get artists like the legendary rapper Nas, who can sell tokens for his songs directly to the people who love his music. All of a sudden, you're not just a listener anymore. You're an investor with a real financial stake in that artist's success. So what we're really looking at here is a fork in the road for music, driven by two incredibly powerful technologies. On one path, you have AI creating these super optimized, data-driven hits that might end up being a little formulaic. And on the other path, you have blockchain creating this new direct-to-fan economy that gives artists and their listeners way more power. And that leaves us with this massive question for the future of music, both as an art and as a business. As these technologies get more and more powerful, are we headed for a world of perfectly engineered hits that maybe lack a little soul? Or are we on the verge of a new golden age, a more democratic era where artists have more control and fans have a real stake in the game? The next chapter is being written right now.